Hello guys, our quails are 13 days old today. Let me just say they are 2 weeks old. Just one more day to make them 2 weeks old, and as you can see they are almost fully feathered, covered with feather. And you can also notice that we've changed the beddings. We added some wood shavings to it. That's because the droppings on the former beddings was becoming too much and it was becoming a mess. So as they are growing, their droppings becomes more, their appetite have increased, which means more food and more droppings. And secondly, these guys are at flight risk. As you can notice, they are very active, very agile, and they are already testing their wings for flight. And that is one of the reasons why when you're building your breeder's pen, you don't want to make the height too high, so that they don't have enough room to fly around. The disadvantage that has is that while they are flying up and down, they can easily break a leg or break their neck, except you are going to make it the headroom very high like what we have here. But if you want to operate a caging system, you want to make sure the height of the cage is not let's say max 1 foot cage height for them. So I just I just replaced their food. Like I said earlier, their appetite have increased, and gradually they are getting used to this feeder. This feeder, they are gradually getting used to it, but some are still reluctant to make use of it. So that is why you still have the tray pattern of feeder here. And what I do with the tray pattern, I just spread some food on it, so that you can see once they are spooked, they can fly very high. It's because of my presence at the entrance. That is why you see they've not flown out. The entrance is actually now very low. The barrier is now very low for them. They can easily fly out of this place, but with my presence here at the entrance, they don't come towards this entrance, so they just stay back there. Whenever they are spooked, they stay back and test their wings. Yes, lots and lots of wastage comes from this tray, but they will later on go and look for it on the ground. So they'll pick every grain of the feed that was scattered on the ground. So they're going to pick it out later, but for now they are going to be scattering it off the tray. As we all know, quails are wasty eaters. They are wasteful eaters. But I'm going to be replacing the tray with let's say 3 more of this feeding bowl later on, before I move them into the breeder's pen. Let's say 1 more week before I move them into the breeder's pen. They're just going to be 3 weeks old before I move them to the breeder's pen. So this is the update today that is making them 13 days old. And so far we've only had 16 mortalities. We've only lost 16 of these baby quails so far during the brooding stage. And thirdly, one thing you also notice that the coal pot that we used to supply heat for them is no longer here. That is because they can now regulate their body temperature, having almost being covered with feather. So they are now becoming more resistant to cold gradually. So that is why you would no longer have the coal pot here. And our temperature here is also encouraging, as we have more sunny days giving us high temperature. It also encourages us as well. And then at night, when there is power supply, we have a heat bulb here that also generates lots of heat that is well enough to sustain them. So here we are at Scentfarms, brooding of quail, day 13. So this is the update I have for you guys today. If you have any question, you can drop it in the comment section, and in the next video I'm going to be answering some of your questions. A couple of persons have actually reached out to me on seeing my brooding video. So they reached out to me. They were like, they've tried to brood a few chicks, but they didn't succeed. But I was quick enough to spot the mistake and the challenge they had. So I'm going to be bringing you guys those questions and also telling you guys, sharing the solutions to you guys, just in case you want to venture into brooding your quail chicks, so you don't have too much mortality in the process. These birds are actually very strong. They have very strong immune system. I'm very happy at the low mortality rates that we had here. Very soon we'll be expecting another flock or another batch of quail chicks that we're going to be starting a breeding section all over again. So while these ones will be moved into the breeder's pen, in a week time I'm going to be having a new chicks, day-old chicks here to start the breeding process all over again. So if these are something you find interesting, you want to subscribe to this channel. As we'll see in the next video, drop a comment, drop a thumbs up, like this video as you grow your farm with Scentfarms. Expect more enlightening and educating video on rabbit farming, quail farming, and lots more. Till I come your way again, bye bye guys.